38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Lawrence on the sneak, and he is going to have a Jags 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well, as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. And how about that for getting...
And he does and delivers a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Down to about...
But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Etienne with it. 5 yards down to the 32.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And they can't bring him down. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Rip, 23.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And they'll go again with ETN. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
This fielded right at the goal line. About 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And now Carr changing the formation. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go with Kamara. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give running right, ETN. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On second down, Lawrence. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost...
Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6, another ball intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. This thrown quickly out to Jones. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, Lion!
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Throwing now is Carr. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down again. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. Now here's a... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On second down, a run with Hall. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Play action. Now Wilson. That is caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson changing the play. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Down at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 from the 10. Now it's Wilson. And complete right side to Cook. So the completion good for just 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now ETN to start the drive. And blocked down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, right back to ETN. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. ETN once more. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run with ETN. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Now Hall to start the drive. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 at the 24-yard line.
In motion right, that's Wilson. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. It's taken to the 26. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
There he goes, left side. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 16-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just 1 field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, Lion,
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Hey, go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
13, Luke.
Lawrence will throw. Open man downfield is Ridley.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, kill. 11. Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Red on red. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter.
Bigsby will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Wilson.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 90 yards now for ETN.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say